Committee will come to order. Welcome to the third full committee meeting of counties, cities, and towns. Dream it, plan it, build it. Our lovely committee of shires and spires. Just a couple of administrative notes before we open the roll. We have done our final pre-crossover subcommittee meetings this week. Any further bills will be heard in full committee, and my intent is that next week's full committee will be the last full committee pre-crossover. So, if your bill is being worked, you got a deadline. Get it done. We just have a lot of business before this body as a whole. A lot of folks got to be at other committee meetings. If you have a bill that's being worked and you haven't seen the subcommittee chair or the chair about it and wonder what's going to happen while it hasn't been worked, I think you can figure out what's going to happen if you haven't seen those folks by next Friday. And I just want to say how grateful I am to the staff and our committee members who have gone through an inordinate amount of bills and work over the past 2 weeks and some change, and everybody's been here. We're going to take up a bill today in full committee that was not heard in subcommittee. We are going to be very brief with any testimony, and then I have one announcement before we open the rolls, which is we have some new members and some membership changes. So Delegate Franklin is going to be sitting on Subcommittee 3. Delegate Keys Gamara is on Subcommittee 1. You may have seen her there this morning. So this is an announcement of all news. And with that, the clerk shall open the roll. Clerk will close the rolls. It appears we have a quorum present. And with that, we will take up our first bill. Just give me 1 second there, Delegate Shin, so I can get myself in order as well. All right. Actually, before that, we have an administrative matter to take care of. I've got a letter asking that House Bill 447 goes to the Committee on Courts. I'd entertain a motion at this time that it be referred.
So moved. Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that HB 447 be referred to the Committee of Courts. All those in favor shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed shall say no. Okay, hearing no objections, the bill is re-referred to the Committee on Courts. We also have a block of bills that are going to be continued. The clerk, please report the block. I got it right here. All right, while we're pulling it up, it's House Bill 166, 419, 611, 881, 922, 926, 1058, 1112, 1376. Is there anybody who seeks to have a bill pulled out of that block? Okay, none heard. Will somebody please make a motion to pass by the bills that I've listed?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
It's been properly moved and seconded to pass by that large body of excellent bills that need continued work, which we're looking forward to working with the patrons on. All those in favor shall say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Hearing no objection, those bills are carried over to the 2027 session. With that, we will take up House Bill 891. All right. In front of the full committee is House Bill 891. Delegate, given our limited time today, you will have 1 minute to present. We will have 3 minutes for all those who are opposed. We will have 3 minutes for all those 3 minutes for all those in favor in the room, 3 minutes for all those opposed in the room, 3 minutes for those in favor online, 3 minutes for those opposed online. We will entertain questions immediately after your 1 minute presentation. We will entertain questions and motions immediately after the conclusion of testimony. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before you, you've got House Bill 891, which is a bill to add battery energy storage systems to existing solar energy facilities. Energy storage offers important benefits to ratepayers, to the grid, and to the Commonwealth, allowing Virginia to bank energy produced in the state during the lowest cost hours and deploy that energy during the highest cost hours. 891 proposes to automatically include battery energy storage on land parcels where they've already received approved conditional use permits and while preserving existing financial and community benefits and maintaining public safety and compliance requirements to the highest standards. These systems can be constructed within 14 to 24 months and face far fewer supply chain and fuel transmission constraints than thermal generation systems such as gas peaker plants. Battery storage will still need to complete their building permits and follow fire safety and environmental regulations, and this bill only affects the land use determination. Virginia, as you all know, we are facing a near-term energy reliability crisis, and legislation like this is absolutely critical to help solving it. So that's my minute, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, Delegate. Please go ahead and walk all the way up right next to there. Don't be shy on camera if you are in favor of this bill. If you're opposed, go ahead and walk up and be ready to go as well. We'll put 3 minutes on the board. Please don't be rude to your fellow advocates, because if you talk too long, they won't get to talk. Go ahead.
Mr. Chair, members of the committee, thank you so much for the opportunity to present testimony. My name is Philip Scranage on behalf of AES. We're an all-the-above energy developer. This is a very limited approach that can add significant capacity to the grid. It makes the most of existing infrastructure and the land that is already under permit without disturbing new farm and forest land. Does not affect any standalone storage projects. So if you've heard about standalone storage projects, this does not affect that. This only affects projects where they are locating on an existing solar site. And this will preserve all of the building permit processes and also preserves the machinery and tools tax that developers will give to the counties on this bill. Thanks very much. Appreciate your support.
Mr. Chair and members of the subcommittee, Josephus Allman with the Southern Environmental Law Center. I want to thank the patron for bringing this bill. This will increase the effectiveness of our existing solar facilities, and we support the bill. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Jeff Palmore on behalf of the Mid-Atlantic Renewable Energy Coalition. We support the bill. We think it will improve energy reliability in Virginia. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else to testify for the bill? All right, seeing none, thank you all. Testify against, all on your lonesome. You have 3 minutes, it appears. Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, I'll try not to use all of that. Joe Lurch, representing the Virginia Association of Counties. Just want to point out a couple things. Right now, localities are approving battery storage, utility scale infrastructure. There's a recent UVA database that's put online specifically to battery energy storage, and nearly 2,000 megawatts have been approved. And it's been at a high rate of almost 90% approval rate. The second thing I'd like to point out is that what this bill does is there's over 360 utility scale solar projects representing about 16,000 megawatts across the Commonwealth that this now becomes a by right use. One of the people that I hope could be online, and I don't think he is the county administrator for Charlotte County, to give you an example of how this would impact the decisions they've made. They've approved the most megawatts of any county. In reading this bill, what they see is it would be on the parcel of any of these outside of maybe the fence line of the solar. They estimate that to be about 20,000 acres. And what they see from their point of view, and we agree with them, it is taking away that local decision-making authority from that elected board and their constituents. It's not to say that they would deny these, but they feel like they should have that ability to make that decision. And to the point about the machinery and tools tax, the state has mandated an exemption on that, a mandatory exemption that reduces that revenue. What you're also doing with this bill is taking out the host site agreement ability for that locality, which helps up to make some of that revenue, which has been a very successful program. And it's led to a lot of approval, not just for utility scale solar, so also for battery storage. So for those reasons, and I hope that others can get online and testify, that's why we're against it. I would say that our members are encouraged by battery storage. We actually did recently a taped webinar where we brought in an expert to talk about fire and safety. And we think that these things can be permitted within our communities, but it should be the ability of the locality, their elected officials, their citizens, and other stakeholders to make those decisions, specifically how they fit in. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Anybody else to testify against? Okay, seeing none. Are you a testify for person? Okay.
Mr. Chair, it's just for clarification for something that Mr. Lurch just said, that we wanted to make sure we cleared the record for and had an opportunity.
If we have a question that addresses that, that's fine. But otherwise, let's just hang tight and keep it rolling. I've been assured there's nobody online. If I know that we're a little bit out of order on this bill in the sense that people intended to join online for subcommittee. If you weren't able to join back online for full committee, we do want to hear from you. The portal is open to submit written testimony. I know we've had some comments on this bill, so if you didn't make it and would like to submit written testimony that will be considered as this continues to move through the legislative process. With that, I am happy to entertain comments and questions from the committee. I see a number. Delegate Hodges, if you could just limit your comments to 45 seconds as well, we'll just make sure we stay on.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I guess a question for Mr. Lurch.
For what purpose? Are you speaking to the bill?
Speaking to the bill and possibly a question for Mr. Lurch. So basically, we're taking actually the patron, we're taking the battery storage out of the siting agreement.
Mr. Chair, I do not believe that to be true, Delegate Hodges.
Are we I guess.
I remind everybody to please direct your comments through the chair. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, members of the committee. A battery project would still be able to offer a siting agreement. The existing siting agreement would only apply to the solar project.
Thank you very much.
That answers your question.
Please address your question
Mr.
through the
Chairman?
chair. Thank you.
So the siting agreement would only apply to the solar, but not the battery, is what you're saying?
Mr. Chair, Delegate Hodges, that's correct. However, if you look down on line 61, this preserves our ability to offer an additional siting agreement for a battery project.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, the delegate. Delegate Cohen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Question possibly for the patron, but maybe for phoning a friend.
Go ahead.
I just wondered if you could remind us, for data centers, I seem to recall that they are all by right. Is that accurate?
By right, Mr. Chair, I would say by right in what instance? I don't think that that's necessarily true.
In their citing.
Can you just speak into the microphone? I think it's hard for people to hear.
Mr. Chair, I would answer that. I don't think that that's true. It depends on what you're talking about specifically in terms of.
Counsel, could you answer the question for us based on the bill language?
Data centers are not a by right use, if I understand the question.
Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Delegate McNamara, go ahead.
Thank you.
Mike.
If I might direct a question to the patron.
Go ahead.
Thank you. The question, the concern was, we have these large solar farms, and it appeared that the concern was the battery would be on different land than the solar farm. As I understand the bill, does the battery not need to be on the land that is already owned by the solar folks?
Isn't that true?
Delegate?
Mr. Chair, I would say that is true. The battery storage has to be on the land that the solar project was already approved for by the locality.
Thank you.
I see lots of nods in the audience, too. That seems to be the case. Counsel, can you confirm that that's the case? All right. Noting that counsel is nodding, too, so it seems everybody's in agreement that is the case. All right. I see nobody. Delegate Wyatt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just a question to kind of expand on that. Would they be held to the same zoning requirements as the original parcel? Are they exempt to any setbacks, any buffering? Would I have concern? I know when we have a solar project in my district that required 150 feet back off of the road. There's lots of buffering there. So if you don't have to update the site plan or go back before any conditional use permit, do you have to adhere to the original zoning or the original CUP that was approved?
Delegate.
Mr. Chair, I'm going to phone a friend on this one for more.
All right.
technical
Go ahead. Please
answers,
state your name and the answer to the question.
Mr. Chair, Philip Scranage on behalf of AES Clean Energy again. I would just point you to the enactment clause, which does require that we follow the existing ordinance as it stands when this bill passes.
All right. Thank you. This bill has been thoroughly discussed. This committee operates by motion. I'm happy to entertain the
Mr.
motion
Chairman,
at this time.
I have a brief question for the patron.
Doug Moorfield, I think we're going to have to move forward. We just got a lot on the agenda. I appreciate it. All right. Committee operates by motion.
Move to report.
Second.
It's been properly moved and reported to second. Delegate Moorfield, did you want to comment on that motion?
It was a question for clarification, but we'll just not worry about that right now.
All right. Thank you, Delegate Moorfield. All right. It's been moved and properly seconded. I see nobody wants to speak to that motion. The clerk will open the rolls. clerk will close. Is Delegate Shin, would you like to be recorded as a yes?
Yes, please.
All right, this clerk will record you as a yes. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 17-4. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members.
All right, next before us is subcommittee reports. We will take the report from Subcommittee 2 right now. Subcommittee Chair, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First up, we have House Bill 277. I move the subcommittee substitute.
It's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Hearing no objection, the substitute is before us.
House Bill 277 provides that no locality shall disapprove an application if the proposed new wireless support structure provides additional wireless coverage or capacity for first responders or schools, or the proposed new wireless structure is not within a 4-mile radius of an existing wireless support structure unless such disapproval is otherwise authorized by law. The bill also increases from 500 feet to 150 feet above ground level the minimum height at which a locality may disapprove certain applications for any zoning approval. The subcommittee recommends reporting with substitute on a vote of 8-0, and I so move.
It's been moved and properly seconded to HB 524. That HB 277 report. The clerk shall open the rolls with substitute. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 19-1 with one abstention. Delegate Sewell.
House Bill 524 allows Arlington County to administer Tourism Improvement District Plan, which requires a newly formed administering nonprofit board of directors to be composed. And the bill also allows Arlington County to establish a permissible transient occupancy tax for a maximum rate of 1%. The subcommittee recommends reporting on a vote of 8-0, and I so move.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded for House Bill 524 to report. Clerk will open the rolls. Vote fast, y'all. We got a long day ahead of us. All right, clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 18-3. Go ahead, Delegate.
I move next up we have House Bill 887. I move the subcommittee substitute.
So moved.
All those in favor of adopting the substitute shall say aye. All opposed, no. The substitute is before us.
House Bill 887 updates the charter to the town of Herndon in Fairfax County to permit greater flexibility in town council to contract with the town mayor regarding the location of his residence. The subcommittee recommends reporting on a substitute on a vote of 8-0, and I so move.
Second.
It's been properly moved that the substitute is reported. The clerk will open the roll. Clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 21-0.
Mr. Chair, next we have House Bill 1011. I move the substitute. I move the subcommittee amendment.
Second.
The subcommittee amendments have been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor of adopting them shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The subcommittee amendments are before us. Delegate Sewell.
House Bill 1011 allows locality to require certain generators of large organic waste to be placed in a compost facility within 30 miles of the business. The subcommittee recommends reporting with amendments on a vote of 8-0, and I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. The House Bill 1011 with substitute report. The clerk will open the rolls. Clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 18-3. Delegate Sewell.
Next up, we have House Bill 1130. House Bill 1130 allows any local governing body or school board to lease surplus or underutilized property. The subcommittee recommends reporting on a vote of 7-1, and I so move.
Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded that House Bill 1130 report. The clerk will open the rolls. Clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 17-3. All right. It looks like we've stabilized there. All right. Delegate Sewell.
Next up, we have House Bill 1279. I move the subcommittee amendment.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. The amendments, all those in favor shall say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. The amendments are properly before us without objection.
House Bill 1279 allows administrative approval of development and construction of housing on land owned by property tax exempt religious organizations or certain property tax exempt nonprofit organizations, and provides that zoning ordinances for all purposes shall allow the by right development and construction of housing on real property owned by such organizations. The subcommittee recommends reporting with amendments on a vote of 5-3, and I so move.
Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded that House Bill 1279 report with amendments. The clerk shall open the rolls. The clerk shall close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 13-8. Delegate Sewell.
Next, we have House Bill 1395. I move the subcommittee amendment.
Second.
The subcommittee amendment on House Bill 1395 has been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor of adopting the amendment shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Without objection, House Bill 1395 is before us with amendment.
House Bill 1395 prohibits localities from imposing age restrictions on trick-or-treating that exceeds current loitering and curfew provisions. The subcommittee recommends reporting with amendments on a vote of 6-1, and I so move.
Second.
House Bill 1395 has been moved to report with amendment and properly seconded. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports with a vote of 17-4.
Mr. Chair, we have 3 more bills. We have next House Bill 711. I move the committee substitute.
Second.
Has been moved. The subcommittee substitute has been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor of adopting it shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. The big gulp 711 substitute is in front of us. Go ahead, Madam Chair.
House Bill 711, the bill requires localities to provide the SCC a record of special exception decisions reached pursuant to these provisions that
Can we have
includes
these? You start where you were.
Okay.
Then we never stopped.
Okay, done. Mid-sentence. The reason for any adverse decision, any finding or nonconformity with the local comprehensive plan, and the date of the last revision to the comprehensive plan. The SEC will maintain a searchable database of all solar special exception decisions and the reasons for any adverse decisions made over a period of the last 5 years. This bill comes at the recommendation of the sewer, and the subcommittee recommends reporting with substitute on a vote of 7-1.
Second.
And I so move.
It has been seconded and then moved and then seconded that we report with a substitute. We'll do it in the right order. The clerk will open the rolls and then we'll vote. Clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 15-5 with substitute. Next.
Mr. Chair, House Bill 802 allows for a locality to establish a vacant building registry and outlines the process for doing so. The subcommittee recommends reporting on a vote of 8-0, and I so move.
Second.
Moved and properly seconded that House Bill 802 report. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of something to 2. Okay. 19 to 2. All right. A lot more than 2. All right. Is this your final bill?
Final bill is House Bill 806. House Bill 806 allows IDAs to exercise their powers with respect to facilities used primarily for single and multifamily residences in order to promote safe and affordable housing in the Commonwealth of Virginia. The subcommittee recommends reporting 8-0, and I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that HB 806 report. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk will close the rolls. House Bill 806 reports on a vote of 19 to 2. Thank you so much, Delegate Sewell, for your report. Next up will be Subcommittee 3, Delegate Askew.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I have in front of us the subcommittee report for subcommittee number 3, as you just stated. First, we would take up House Bill 177 by Delegate Anthony, and that came with amendments, and move the subcommittee amendments.
Second.
The subcommittee amendments have been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor of adopting them shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. Without objection, the amendments to House Bill 177 are in front of us.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, as amended, this bill makes clarifying amendments to existing provisions related to the imposition of a fee by locality for the passing of a bad check and adds additional provisions authorizing a fee for payment orders that are not paid by the receiving bank, depository, institution, or other recipients. The subcommittee recommends reporting with amendments at the vote 6-0 with 1 abstention, and I so move.
Second.
It has been properly moved and seconded that House Bill 177 report as amended. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk shall close the roll. The bill reports unanimously. Delegate Askew.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, next we have HB 226 by Delegate Hope. And this bill allows the governing body of any county with the county manager plan of government to appoint an independent policing auditor. The independent policing auditor shall support any law enforcement civilian oversight body created by the governing body and shall have all the powers of law enforcement civilian oversight body to the extent such powers are delegated. Mr. Chair, the subcommittee recommend reporting this bill 6-0, 1 abstention, and I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that House Bill 226 reports. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk shall close the roll. The bill reports with a vote of 20 to 1. Delegate Askew.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next, we have Delegate Simon's HB 257. This bill encourages localities to utilize relevant and available data and research related to social determinants of health to consider how the locality's adopted comprehensive plan will impact the locality's overall public health and access to health care services. The subcommittee recommends reporting 6-0, and I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that House Bill 257 report. The clerk shall open the rolls. The clerk shall close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 19 to 2. Delegate Askew.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next, we have HB 867 by Delegate Cousins, and that came out with amendments, and I move the committee amendments.
Second.
The committee amendments have been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor of adopting them shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The committee amendments are before us. Delegate Askew.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, as I stated, we have HB 867. This bill authorizes any locality in the Commonwealth to provide for an affordable housing dwelling unit program by amending the zoning ordinance of such locality. Current law restricts such authorization to counties with an urban county executive form of government or a county manager plan of government and certain other localities. This bill does have a delayed effective date of July 1st, 2027, and I so move.
Second.
It has been moved to report HB 867 as amended. The clerk will open the rolls. Clerk will close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 17 to 3. Is that complete the report, Delegate Askew?
Mr. Chair, I have one more.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Chair, we have HB 1404 by Delegate Guzman. This bill allows a local governing body to appoint a youth representative to serve as a non-voting member of the governing body. Subcommittee recommends reporting of a vote of 6-0, and I so move.
Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded, and House Bill 1404 report. The clerk will open the rolls. The technology is not cooperating. All right, it is recording your vote right now, and I am about to close the rolls. The clerk shall close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 17-3. Is there anybody, if your vote was not recorded, since it would not change the outcome, go ahead and the clerk will be by with the sheet. All right, does that conclude your report?
Yes, Mr. Chair, that completes my report.
All right, we will now move to Delegate Shin with Subcommittee 1. I know if we miss a bill or two today, Delegate Shin, that's okay, because I know the clerk was speeding through this. Madam Clerk, don't worry about it. If we do, we'll just get them at the final committee meeting next week.
Thank you,
Mr. Chair. Parliamentary procedure, just question, if I may.
Go ahead.
So are these bills that were not on the agenda that were just heard a few moments ago?
I would answer the delegate that that the fact that we were going to take bills from Subcommittee 1 onto the agenda today was reported on the agenda, as is common practice. Thank you, Delegate. We'll take the subcommittee report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The first couple of bills were voice votes that the subcommittee recommended, and first was House Bill 262 from Delegate Simons, and the subcommittee recommended incorporating that into House Bill 888, and I would so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Sorry, can you repeat
To
the motion?
incorporate.
To incorporate.
House Bill 262 into House Bill 888.
All right, all those in favor of the motion to incorporate shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. The bills have been
Thank you, Mr.
incorporated.
Chair. House Bill 1376 was also a voice vote. The subcommittee recommended that we carry over House Bill 1376 into the 2027 session, and I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded. The clerk shall open.
Voice vote.
Voice vote. All those. We already carried that. We took care of it in the first. I'm sorry,
Got
because
it.
I know we're moving.
Oh, I'm
quickly.
sorry. Okay.
We've already acted on this bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Then the first bill is House Bill 388 from Delegate Carlson, which allows a service district created within a locality to control the spread of plants. And the amendment that we had here changed it from invasive plants to the invasive plant species definition by the Department of Conservation and Recreation. So I would first move that amendment.
Second? Oh, I move.
The amendment has been moved and properly seconded. A question for the clerk before we take that up and adopt it. I actually don't see the amendment posted on LIS. Is it currently posted? I just want to make sure folks do know what they're voting on.
So that makes it the current.
It's not appearing on iHUD. That doesn't mean it's not on LIS.
Yes.
For the attorney. Camille Godez. All right, it has been moved to adopt and properly seconded the subcommittee amendment. All those in favor shall say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. Hearing no objections, the amendment is before us.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And the recommendation of the subcommittee was to report 7-0, so I would so move.
House Bill 388 on controlling invasive plants has been moved and properly seconded to report as amended. The clerk will open the roll.
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead. Delegate McNamara. The clerk will destroy the rolls. Delegate McNamara, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
Thank you. I just wanted to have it in the record. My understanding is the agenda does not say what the agenda that was provided last night or is currently online does not list that delegate or the bills would be heard. The only thing it is referenced is on a document that was given to us right when this meeting started. So if I can't adequately determine what the bill does from a description, I just want to announce I will err on the side of caution and vote no on many bills that I may vote yes on the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate. Your objection is noted, and your votes will be noted as you make them. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If I might resume, the next bill we've got up is House. Oh, just kidding.
Clerk will open the roll. 388 with
House Bill 388.
amendment. Okay, House Bill 388 reports on a vote of 20 to 1. The clerk shall close the rolls. Delegate Shen.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The next bill that we had was House Bill 679 from Delegate Hayes, which adds the city of Portsmouth to those localities that have already been granted authority to impose a condition upon any special exception relating to retail alcohol beverage control licensees, that the special exception will automatically expire when there is a change of ownership of the property, a change in possession, or a change in the operation or management of a facility, or the passage of a specific time. The subcommittee recommended reporting 8-0, and I would so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that HB 679 report. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk shall close the rolls. The bill reports on a vote of. Bill reports unanimously.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The next bill that we've got is my bill. It's House Bill 876, and this is pertaining to temporary support structures for wireless facilities. It requires a locality to include in its zoning ordinance provisions that will allow for the use of temporary support structures that meet certain requirements and have valid justification. The bill defines a temporary support structure as a monopole or portable wireless communication facility used to provide wireless voice data or image transmission within a designated area. The bill also provides that an application for a temporary structure may request approval for an extension of up to 180 days, but not to exceed 2 years. Mr. Chair, the subcommittee recommended reporting 7-0, and I'd so move.
Second.
So moved and properly seconded that House Bill 876 report. The clerk shall open the rolls. The clerk shall close the roll. The bill reports in a vote of 19 yeas, 1 nay, and 1 abstention. Next before us, Delegate Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 888. If I may move the substitute, which is required because we incorporated 262 into this bill.
Second.
The go at ease. Go ahead.
Move the substitute. Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded to move the substitute that just reflects the incorporating that we already did. All those in favor shall say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no. substitutes for it before us. Delegate Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 888 provides that a locality shall not require, as a condition of zoning approval, minimum off-street parking for residential, multifamily, or mixed-use development located within a designated area as defined in the bill in amounts exceeding half a parking space per dwelling unit for multifamily or mixed-use residential and one parking space per dwelling unit for one family or two-family dwelling in townhouses. The bill also provides that no locality shall adopt or enforce any provision of a zoning ordinance that imposes minimum off-street parking requirements for residential, multifamily, or mixed-use development located within a designated area and such excess of limitations. And just for the record, the designated area has to do with proximity to a mass transit access point. Mr. Chair, the subcommittee recommended reporting with substitute 6-2, and I would so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that the bill will report with substitute. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk shall close the roll. The bill reports on a vote of 15-6. Delegate Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The next bill we've got from Subcommittee 1 was House Bill 940 from Delegate Clark, which corrects an error in the existing charter of the City of Suffolk to clarify that the City Council shall consist of 8 members to reflect the addition of the directly elected mayor to the City Council. The bill also removes obsolete language to clarify the appointment process and responsibilities of the City Clerk. And finally, the bill updates language to reflect the City Manager's direct responsibility for the department directors, which is consistent with the City's established management and reporting structure. The subcommittee recommended reporting 7-0, and I'd so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that House Bill 940 report. The clerk will open the rolls. Clerk will close the roll. The bill reports out unanimously. Delegate Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next, we've got Delegate Martinez's House Bill 1144, which had an amendment, and I would move the amendment.
House Bill has been moved and properly seconded to move the subcommittee amendment on House Bill 1144. All those in favor of adopting the amendment shall respond aye. Aye. All opposed, no. The amendment is before us. Delegate Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 1144 gives permissive authority to localities to provide the full or partial reimbursement to a first-time homebuyer of water and sewer connection fees, capital recovery charges, and availability fees paid in connection with any new residential development conveyed to the homebuyer. The bill also would permit a locality that has adopted an affordable dwelling unit ordinance to also provide for a waiver of those fees and charges. And Mr. Chair, the amendment again, made it from a requirement to a permissive authority. And so the subcommittee recommended reporting 5-2, and I would so move.
Second.
It has been moved and properly seconded that House Bill 1144 report as amended. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk will close the rolls. The bill reports on a vote of 15-6. Delegate Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 1342 from Delegate Bulova amends the charter for the City of Fairfax so that it can align with current law requiring municipal elections to be held in November. It also allows the city to remove the limit of $50 per meeting for compensation of the members of the boards and commissions, and provides that such compensation will be in amounts that the City Council establishes. The subcommittee recommended reporting 6-0, and I would so move.
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded that House Bill 1342 report. The clerk will open the rolls. The clerk shall close the rolls. The bill reports on a vote of 21-0. Delegate Shin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The final bill out of subcommittee number 1 was House Bill 1463 from Delegate Thomas. It provides that a landowner or homeowner may place a manufactured home that meets the current HUD manufactured housing code upon any open lot in a valid non-conforming mobile or manufactured home park, regardless of whether a valid non-conforming manufactured home is currently located on such lot. It also provides that for purposes of determining whether a use has been continuous, an existing mobile or manufactured home shall be considered a valid non-conforming mobile or manufactured home, regardless of whether that was occupied for the last 2 years. And Mr. Chair, as Delegate Wyatt pointed out, this was a good landowner rights bill. And so the subcommittee recommended reporting 7-0, and I would so move.
Second.
I would entertain a substitute motion to pass this bill by for the week, which would be a superior
Mr. Chair,
motion.
I would withdraw my motion and make the motion to pass by for
Second.
It's been moved and properly seconded to pass by House Bill 1463 for the week. The clerk, that is a voice vote. The clerk, all those in favor shall say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. HB 1463 is passed by for the week on minimal opposition. Delegate Askew.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion concerning a House bill. When ready.
The committee shall go at ease. We have some bills before the committee, but we do have early floor today. Anything that was not covered today, we will take care of in our final pre-crossover meeting next week. If there are subcommittee meetings, all subcommittees will report at the full committee. That will always be part of our practice in this committee as long as I'm chair. And if, as at this point, I don't expect we'll have subcommittee meetings. So anything that is not complete business shall be before the full committee next week. The committee shall rise.